edition, episode, ensemble, whatever you want to call it.
Thanks for saying howdy.
Of XCU. You're welcome. I'm your host, PJ O'Keefe. Excited to bring you another excellent report of all the extreme happenings around Xavier athletics. You all know my co-host, Will, who plays the xylophone. I'm sorry, I couldn't come up with another X word. So you get xylophone. How's things, Will?
Things are great.
Great. I really great.
No, they're going well for me lately.
I'm glad to hear it. I mean, it's I don't know if Xavier Athletics would agree, but...
No, they wouldn't, but I'm doing fine personally.
Maybe I should start asking you how Xavier Athletics is doing. Anywho, let's get to business. We're a little more exuberant. Sorry, I just came up with another X word. To bring you this week's report than we were last week, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm, pumped.
I'm sure you'll be ecstatic. Yeah, sorry again. To hear about
Stop saying X words.
First up, the men's tennis team had their first home match of the 2009 season this past Tuesday, hosting the Bulldogs of Butler. Men played well and took a W out of their lone match of the week, defeating Butler 5-2. Senior Doug Matthews clinched it for the Muskies, winning his top-flight singles match, while Raiz Ismail and JT Torbeck took care of business in doubles competition to complete a sweep of the doubles matches. The men improved to 5-4 and head into A10 play with a little bit of momentum. Xavier will take on the Billikens of St. Louis in the Gateway City. Is it the Gateway City?
Yes, it's the Gateway City.
In just a few minutes at 4 p.m. today, actually, Friday, February 20th, for those of you who might not be watching this when it's live, watching some reruns. It should not confuse you that it's not going to happen in 20 minutes, but on Friday.
You're so helpful to people.
I do my best.
Yeah.
I'm here for you, Xavier.
Way to go. The women's tennis team hit a bump in the road this past week when they faced Miami of Ohio last Saturday and Rutgers on Sunday. The Muskies didn't feel the love this past Valentine's Day as Miami took it to them hard, routing them 6-1. Junior Dill Durko continued her great play this season, though, improving to 4-1 in singles play as she picked up the only Lady Musketeer point. Xavier tried to turn their loss upside down the next day, hosting Rutgers here at home, but couldn't quite finish off a comeback, losing 4-3. Sophomore Tiffany Treese earned points in both her singles and doubles match, but the decisive match between XU's Jeanette Fighter and Rutgers' Mariana Machinsky ended on the wrong side of the scoreboard as Fighter fell in the third set 6-4 to give Rutgers the victory. The ladies fell to 4-4 on the season and are back in action with the men today, ready to take on the Billikens to start their conference play as well.
In the Gateway City.
In the Gateway City.
The arch, that whole gateway thing.
It's great. I've been there. I've been up top.
He's been there. He's lived there. Your Xavier swimmers have started off their trip to the A10 championships this season in Buffalo with a bang, setting records and earning medals very early on in competition. Muskies set 3 school records and an A10 record on the first day of competition. The women's 200 medley relay team started off the day for the Muskies, beating the previous school record by 0.2 of a second as juniors Martha Cutter-Wilson and Elaine Suba, sophomore Bethany Griffin, and senior Alyssa Schreiner Wink put together a 4th place finish overall at 1:44.76. The men then stole the rest of the show, also setting a new school record in the 200 medley relay with a time of 1:31.89. And the men also set an A10 record in the 800 freestyle relay as seniors Patrick McGrath and Jake Burke, teaming up with sophomore Nathan Green and freshman Michael Zenedjian, to post a time of 6 minutes, 40 seconds, 53 frames, as we might say in the TV business. The men pick up Xavier's first ever relay gold medal in the process of breaking the 14-year-old A10 record. Competition has continued and will continue through Saturday for the Musketeers and the all other A10 competitors. We'll be sure to report more of the good news about the championships in the coming weeks of XCU, just to keep you informed. We want to make sure those guys are doing good. We want to make sure you know about it.
That's right. Well, springtime is almost here, and it really technically is. So it's time to start talking about baseball. The Musketeers head of the Diamond are headed to Raleigh, North Carolina to kick off their season against Santa Clara today, NC State tomorrow, and finish up with Rhode Island on Sunday in the NC State Summit Hospitality Invitational. Say that 10 times. Junior left-hander Danny Rosenbaum is set to take the mound in the season opener, and the Muskies will rely on their key returning players such as Adam Pisano and Jordan Connolly to improve on the success that they built last season. I am very excited for baseball, PJ, and you should be too.
I'm excited for some baseball. I'm not going to say that 10 times fast, though, because I don't think our viewers would appreciate that.
No, they wouldn't. Not at all.
But baseball is looking good. We'll get more news on that in the coming warmer weather days. On to hoops. I don't think we've ever called them hoops, but there you have it, hoops.
It's very 90s.
Well, it was retro game coming up. The 17th, 16th ranked women's basketball team remains undefeated in the A10, picking up home victories last week over rival Dayton and the LaSalle Explorers. In the Tri-Health Pink Zone game, the Lady Musketeers, who sported pink jerseys to promote fighting breast cancer, and the Flyers battled hard throughout the first half. And they were tied at 36 with just a few minutes into the second half, but the Muskies caught fire and ended up being a little bit too much for UD, beating them out 78-57. Shia Phillips led the way with a double-double, 19 points and 12 rebounds, while 3 other Lady Muskies found themselves in double-digit scoring numbers as the women took back the men's loss to Dayton just a few weeks ago. The ladies then hosted a last-place LaSalle team, handled them with ease, as they should have, as they did, thank you, taking the Explorers down 72-42. Junior guard Dee Dee Jernigan had a breakout game with her second career double-double, posting 14 points and 10 rebounds, while also leading the Muskies in assists and steals. Great job, individual effort, like LeBron James in the ladies' court.
Very nice.
The ladies were again hot behind the arc, shooting 50% on the day, improving to 23-4 on the season. The women return to action tomorrow in St. Louis, which is a popular spot for Xavier this week, and then they'll be traveling to their last true test of the regular season in Temple. We're excited for our women to close out strong.
Yes, we are.
Good news all year.
And your men's basketball team had a little bit better news this week, slipping in the rankings just 2 spots to 16th in the country.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And finding themselves in game against Fordham and Charlotte. The Musketeers took it to the Rams a week ago and ended their 2-game skid, beating them 88-53 in a big time rout. Brett Redford had a career high with 15 points, while Jason Love pulled down 7 boards to match his averages in that category. X shot 52% from downtown, and like I said, they got their free throw shooting back on track, shooting 92% for the game. Xavier handled Fordham with ease, but their game last night had us a bit worried, and our worries were confirmed. The Musketeers traveled to Charlotte to face a 49er team they handled with ease last time out. Unfortunately, they could not end their 3rd straight road loss, falling by 5 to Charlotte, 65-60. Not too sure what happened here, Peach.
I don't really know either. It was kind of a combination of a lot of things. We just broke down as a team. We did not pull it together. We weren't shooting well, which is always a problem. Mm-hmm. But I mean, especially today with a Charlotte team that was hot and fired up, and their fans were rocking.
Yep.
They looked stronger than us.
Yeah, I felt like they just had a lot more. They just had a lot more swagger about themselves than we did.
They wanted it, and
yeah.
I don't know that we did.
Which is not a good sign, considering the troubles that we've hit the last couple games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to judge. Maybe they did want it. I'm not in the players' heads.
I'm sure they wanted it, but you know what I'm saying.
You never
don't
know.
want it more than the other team.
You don't want socks for Christmas.
Yes. The leading scorer for the Muskies was C.J. Raymond, who had 13, but Xavier just shot 26% shooting from downtown, which did not help. The Muskies were 4 of 15. Questionable shot-making decisions, while the 49ers were hot late and overcame Xavier with clutch shots. There were 24 lead changes, in this game back and forth. Lamont Mack scored 6 consecutive points with 2 minutes late. Xavier pulled within 1 with 50 seconds to go, but couldn't get ahead as the Niners hit their free throws and put away Xavier. What do we need to do, PJ?
Again, I don't know. It's rocky. We hopefully have an easily handled G-Dub team coming up.
Hopefully, but the way we've been playing, I don't think we can take any team for granted.
No game is. I wouldn't want to be in practice. That's for sure.
Good luck in practice, guys.
Sorry.
Sean's going to lay the gauntlet down.
I'm not looking forward to him and his yelling. It scares me.
It's okay.
Xavier gets back to work against a very beatable G-Dub team, as we said Sunday. But again, yeah, that's what we've been thinking, and we're hopefully going to reconcile that. They'll also find themselves in a very important game in Philadelphia facing St. Joe's. Let's go, X. Let's get back on track.
Come on, guys.
Let's get some momentum going into the tournament here. We want a good seed. We want you guys to do well. We're behind you. We show up to the games. We'll be here over spring break for the Dayton game to cheer you guys on and get that.
Because we have no money to go anywhere.
So, yeah, it's not like we're high-ranking sports anchors or anything like that. We don't make that much salary. We're going to take a few weeks off due to spring break. We need a vacation just to hang out in lieu of all of the Muskie basketball action lately, kind of tossing with my emotions. So go get a tan,
emotionally.
Go have a Bahama Mama, enjoy your spring break, guys. We'll talk to you when we get into the tournament, fingers crossed. Xavier News will be right back after these very important messages.
Go swim team.
The sheriff in El Dorado, Kansas, asked in January for help from the public in locating a missing boy named Adam. According to the sheriffs, Adam's parents Doug and Valerie Herman only recently reported him missing, even though they hadn't seen him since he ran away in 1999 when he was 11.
What?
The Shermans' attorney said that his clients were nonetheless very worried about him.
Those are good parents.
His name was Donald Trump. He started a successful business. Crazy parents. Oh, my God.
And from all of us here at the Muskie, have fun and safe spring break, and we'll see you right back here in a couple weeks.